Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel once again. Today's story is from Reddit's r/am I the asshole page. Today's story is, am I the asshole for asking my kid's bus driver to come earlier? My kids have had the same bus driver for 3 years and she has consistently gotten them to school just a few minutes before or even after the bell time. This has bothered me as my kids will get tardies if they aren't in their classroom by the first bell. But when I've talked to the office, they said they understand they're bus riders and they wouldn't be penalised. I've let it go. We've been in school 1.5 weeks and my oldest has been very bothered by it this year. Her teacher assigns morning work and whilst it's not due by the first bell, her classmates are finished and moving on with their day by the time she gets there and gets started on her work. I called the driver yesterday to ask if there was any way for them to get to school earlier. I said I was willing to drive them to school if not. She got short and impatient with me on the phone and then this morning was cold to my kids as they got on the bus, not saying a word to me. I thanked her and texted her another thank you when my daughter let me know that they got to school 10 minutes before the bell and she ignored me both times. Am I the asshole for making this an issue? Well, honestly, as someone who lives somewhere where children do get penalised in schools for their bus being late, you've raised a valid point. Your children should be there long before the first bell goes, at least 5 to 10 minutes. The fact that your bus is late, the bus is constantly late from the sounds of it for the past few years, is an issue. Now, it's great that you've let the bus driver know about the issue, but you shouldn't have just gone to the bus driver alone, because honestly, the bus driver is probably doing their best to try and get around it and to try and be there on time as you can. But you have to remember, traffic exists. And there could be road closures, road delays, and just tailbacks in the traffic anyway. You can't predict that, and neither can the bus driver. But if the issue has continued for as long as it has, you should have raised something before this point with the company that the bus driver works with. It's not the driver's fault, but it does seem to be the company's fault with scheduling. Scheduling falls down not to the driver, but to the company. So, with that being said, we'll go on to the comments. So, first comment is, unless by bus driver you mean a private chauffeur that you pay for solely to drive your children to school and you can control her schedule, you the asshole. Talk to the company, let them know about the lateness issue. They are the ones who control the schedule, not her. Honestly, that's the same as what I said. Talk to the company. The bus driver only drives the bus, but they set the schedule and let her know when she should leave. The issue is not exactly on her, but she should have also pointed it out to the company at this point too. So we'll read a second comment here. And the second comment is, I have to agree. One request, politely and perhaps as a question, maybe with cookies and a good show of faith is a good direct way to go. I probably would lead with something like, hey, I'm not sure if this is in your control or if it's a company policy thing, but my kid is consistently late. Is it possible something could be done to start earlier, or should I drive my kids? Please let me know if this would be better directed to company's name. If no change happens, or they say they can't, then going to the company is the next move. Or if they explain that it can't be done, but they have been in trouble for the complaint, I'd skip that and just drive them. It's not unlikely that the prior driver was working for free or violating policy to get it done, and that the company will just blame the driver. And we'll read one final comment. Is this causing distress for your kids, or are you just being stressed? As a student that lived a bit far away from school, and being one of the first few on the route, it sucks being picked up at 6:30 in the morning every damn day. I understand that too. Whenever I went to school, there were people who basically had to get the bus at 6 in the morning as well to make it to school for 9. And that's the end of today's story. I hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Okay, bye!